Yo, we are back. Another episode of Run the Ropes Media Podcast. And we need to talk about these wrestling prices, man. I want to say I seen a video the other day, and a fan was telling Randy Orton how much like front row seats or like how much seats were to WrestleMania, and even he couldn't believe how high the price of the tickets are now. I'm just kind of give y'all a quick background. I ain't come from much. My first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 22, and my parents paid like $600 for me and my pops to go. We had like mid level seats, great seats. Was able to see everything. Wasn't no nosebleeders. And mind you, this is WrestleMania 22. That was my first ever live wrestling event. So they definitely showed up and showed out for that one. Last time WrestleMania had been in Chicago too, but like now, I'm an adult, pretty good, living pretty good, not really hurting for nothing. I pretty much can afford anything I want. Anything I want, I probably can, pretty much afford. But like, you know, even when I tell you how much I paid for WrestleMania tickets, like to me, okay, true, I paid like $8 for WrestleMania last year for me and my wife. That was just the tickets, damn near the floor, great seats. This year WrestleMania was a little bit cheaper, and the only reason why I did a little bit cheaper was because I did the meet and greet with Stone Cold, which was still that was $700 in itself. You know what I'm saying? Not including worlds. So it's almost like you got two different mindsets, right? Vince McMahon mindset was just to get butts in the seats. We need to sell tickets, like, but then again, like I don't know how everything works because sometimes, like I talked to my buddy who used to resell tickets heavy. He also blames it on even like Ticketmaster and like places like that. So it's kind of hard to like really point the finger. But at the end of the day, he did say that the venue sets the price and Ticketmaster just says yay or nay. So WWE still at the end of the day set the price for those seats and for those tickets. So I know me and you, we were planning on going to SummerSlam, and then you text me like, "Yo, bro, like I don't know, like I don't know, bro. Like these seats are mad high now. I don't know exactly what you saw. I haven't looked at any packages for SummerSlam. I do know that the WrestleMania pre-sale tickets, like in order to do like the reserve for front row, was 2,500 last year. All right. And I know SummerSlam last year to do the same thing was only $250.
Mhm.
So I don't know, what's the packaging this year looking like for SummerSlam. I do also know SummerSlam is 2 nights now. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, they kind of treating it like on some WrestleMania type vibes. So with that, it's gonna come increase in price. It's gonna come with increase in the venue. Everything is gonna go up.
Mhm.
Like, and this is just WWE in itself. Now, another quick little money tip. About 2018, I say I bought my smoking skull belt. 2018, I probably paid maybe like 350 for that belt. Like I hear now those belts at the event is like $600. You know what I'm saying, bro? So just everything in general over the years have gone up a lot. So you can go ahead and let us know, what you saw that made you say like, "Oh yeah, bro, nah, we not going."
Yeah, so first off, yes, this is more of the extreme version is where my
Mhm.
head went because it just came out that for the elite experience, the ticket and the priority pass, which means that you get front row seating, okay, you get an in-ring photo op at SummerSlam, private section to all inclusive pre-show hospitality with different superstars. The only one that they named so far is Kevin Nash. I don't know who wants to have a private selection with Kevin Nash at this point. And I mean, kids buying tickets don't even know who Kevin Nash is at this point.
Oh snap!
But that's the only one that they listed. Post-show press conference access and desk photo op. Now, for us, that post-show press conference would be cool because we can make some content out of it, right? But do you know what they're charging for the elite experience? With everything I just listed, $40,000.
And that's on the site right now, like WWE site, bro. That was more than WrestleMania. I don't think nothing for WrestleMania was 40 bands, bro.
I mean, 40,000. Bro, I could buy a new car. I could put
Yeah,
that
yeah.
as a
40
down
bands is
payment on
around
a
for a
house.
weekend. 40 bands is wild for a weekend, bro. Like you,
That
you just
down
gotta.
payment on a house.
But you know the crazy thing is, bro, they have clientele. See, the thing is when you have client and they know that these packages are not for everybody. That's
Yep.
just like how we are with shoes, bro.
Mhm.
Like you can buy the friends and family stuff, but are you gonna pay that amount of money?
Yeah.
We probably not. But you do got a small percentage of clientele that's gonna pay them prices. One thing I've learned is if you wait to closer to the event, the tickets are a lot cheaper. I
Mhm.
still think that me and you gonna go. I still think that we probably can be able to get
Mm.
us some pretty good seats for like you can still find some good seats, you know,
And
at
this is where
the
I'm
event
getting to.
if
Yeah.
you wait, you know what I'm saying, wait closer to the event.
Yeah, and, obviously you can get individual seats or, like, what we're probably gonna get, right? But I'm
Mhm.
just talking about these packages that it seems like WWE is really pushing nowadays to get this whole fan experience, right? Like, you just went to WrestleMania. They make this thing a whole weekend experience. They want you to go to WWE World. They want you to buy all the latest and greatest specialized merchandise for that event. They're doing 2 nights. It seems like, obviously, SummerSlam is kicking it off. What's to say Survivor Series ain't gonna be the
Survivor
next
Series
one
and
that's gonna
Rumble
be
is
2
gonna be
nights?
that way soon. Cause you like I would have preferred them to do Royal Rumble 2 nights. You can have women's on one night, you had a men's rumble on the next night. I don't know why they decided to start with SummerSlam. But my thing is also this, bro. Like they had like the gold priority pass. Like I
Yeah,
buy that
so real quick while you touch on it, let me go through these packages. Are you ready? And let
Yep.
me and I want your take because you go to a lot of events, you're kind of used to it. I want to know your take on when I tell you the prices, okay? So this is just another package. This is the premium suite package, right? So you get the 2-night event tickets plus you're in a private suite. I don't know like what the suite is limited to, right? Like I don't know how many people get this package and then like they cut it off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many other people you're going to be with, but premium suite with all inclusive food and beverage, in suite superstar vitas with TV title photo opportunities, exclusive SummerSlam priority pass gifting, all inclusive food and beverage, professional on location support staff, and you get a dedicated entrance to the event. That's $5,000 per person. Doesn't seem like that's worth it at all.
It's not, bro, because I buy the gold passes every year, bro. Maybe because I've been going with my wife. And like
Hmm.
I know that she don't want to be at this stuff all day. I
Yep.
never take advantage of this stuff, bro. Like I've had gold priority pass 2 years in a row. I
Hmm.
went through the same doors everybody else. I paid the same high amount of money at the concession stands. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like I maybe because I don't take advantage of all of like the glitz and glamour with that stuff, I can't really say like, yeah, bro, it's worth it. But even if I did, it to me is not worth it, bro. The only reason why I paid so much money this year for my Mania tickets is because last year I was such on a high from WrestleMania
Yeah.
40 that I
Yeah.
just went ahead and just did a down payment on floor seats for WrestleMania 41.
Hmm.
Not even thinking like, yo, I honestly, bro, I probably could have got me and my wife good seats for that 2,500
Yeah.
instead of having to pay the additional, you know.
Yep.
So even if she didn't go 9 out of 10, I still don't think all of that would be worth it
Hmm.
unless I was able to like sit down and chit chat with wrestlers that I could personally pick. But like if
Yeah.
I'm in there with some wrestlers I don't care about, bro, like nah, it's not worth it. And
Hmm.
still, even on top of that, nah, all that extra bread. If I can go to WrestleMania for a G for the whole weekend, I'll be straight with that, bro. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's including going to Worlds. That's including food, beverages, like all of that for a stack. Like
Yep.
I'm straight, but like it's tough for me to say. I think sitting there is worth 10 bands. 15 bands. It's hard for me to say, and it's making it unaffordable for your average fans that really want to go. Like
Correct.
all is gonna be full of celebrities, and but that's what they want. The
Yep.
more eyes on these events, because those are the ones who's getting the suites.
Yeah.
Those are the ones who's spending $10,000 for floor seats.
Yeah.
Your regular fans is all the way in a nosebleed. Like my man's told me he don't even watch wrestling no more. Off the strength of how much they charge now for the tickets because he like, bro, he like WrestleMania front row used to be $600, or like a night show, the Monday Night Raw or SmackDown front row used to be like $200.
Mhm.
You know, he was just like $1,000 front row for a Raw or SmackDown just don't make sense.
Doesn't.
It don't. And I mean, I kind of agree. I kind of agree. But that big TKO buyout, bro, it's a different WWE now. Do I think Vince
100%.
McMahon would charge those much for seats? I don't think so. But then you got it's newer generation. So now you got Logan Paul, or you're coming to see Travis Scott. Like, people got to see Travis Scott at WrestleMania. People got to already pay X amount of dollars for those tickets. So in a sense, these prices, it makes sense in their head, bro. But is it worth it? Nah. SummerSlam, we should be going for a good weekend in SummerSlam, bro. We should be spending, bro, no more than a stack for that whole weekend, even including meet and greets and stuff like that. That would be wrestling 20 years ago, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the lowest price that you can get on one of these packages is $1,400, and
Mhm.
that doesn't include any lower level seating. It's upper level seating. Now, what is upper level seating? Depending on the stadium, obviously, is going to be different. You're in a stadium now. They have these in stadium. It's no longer arena where everything's more intimate to begin with. You're
No.
talking about stadiums. So upper level seating in the stadium, it
Yeah,
still ain't great.
yeah, like the upper levels at WrestleMania, bro. I don't know how they were seeing. Because
That's
again,
what I'm saying.
mind you, me and my wife, no BS, bro. We were probably in length, maybe like 10 feet away from floor seats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like the people always like, bro, and then you still spending $300, $400, $500 for them type of seats. It
Yeah.
don't make no sense.
And if you're traveling for out of town, we're not accommodating for, your
Hotel, flight,
hotels and
yeah.
travel or Ubers or whatever. It's getting insane. I mean, the one thing that stands out to me is during that Vince McMahon documentary, they kind of touched on the early stages and the events and stuff that were as the company was growing. Their still main goal for people who wanted to attend was a $25 ticket.
Mm-hmm.
You could sit all the way up there and you pay $25, you know what you're getting, but at least that was an option. I mean, I just listed a package for $1,400, you're in upper seating.
Yeah. You
That's
want the
crazy to
25, you want the
me.
$25 seats. That's now $1,400.
How crazy is that? I mean, bro, we just touched on it in our last video, if you guys caught it, with the whole, movie stuff with people leaving. Like, all of this comes at a cost to the fan. It does. Because when you guys merged with TKO, that must have been something negotiated within that deal, right? Like, we're going to open up opportunities for superstars here. We're going to open up more opportunities for this UFC type of thing where now they're having events, right? Like, you might have a
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown on a Friday, UFC on Saturday, and then another
Mm-hmm.
premium live event on Saturday or Sunday night, right?
Yeah.
So we knew this going in. And now when you hear about Randy Orton saying, and he used one word, saying embarrassing about how much they were charging for some of those WrestleMania tickets, it is embarrassing. It's not only embarrassing that you're almost you're outpacing what, and think about the economy, right? Like, the average
Yeah.
person who works a regular job can't afford this
Yeah.
stuff. You just
Yeah.
can't.
Nah, that's
And,
facts.
and to not only mention that, but then you go ahead and you brag about, oh, it's a record breaking gate.
I was about to
We
say,
already
nah,
touched
I was
on
about to
this.
say the fact that last year WrestleMania, last year, them coming out and saying it was sold out 100%.
Yeah.
Last year was sold out.
Well,
Last year
so
was
here
sold.
so
This
here's the
year, no.
controversy, but here's the controversy with sold out. People don't understand what a sold out means. It does not mean that every single seat in that arena is taken
Well,
up by a
educate me.
ticket.
Educate
It
me.
does not mean that, people. It means that based off of the setting, because they had to accommodate for that huge ass stage this year, right? The only seating that they put out for sale is a sellout. What they blocked off in the arena, they accounted for that. The tickets that they determined to sell is a sellout.
Bro,
Doesn't mean that just because you saw empty seats, oh, how could it be a sellout?
bro,
Because those seats weren't available. That's why, my
bro,
mans.
nah, bro. It was seats, rest 2 nights in a row. Mind you, me and my wife be like 10 feet away from the floor.
Yeah.
We had empty seats in our row both
Okay.
nights, bro. And there's no instruction from camera, even all the way in the nosebleeds. You'll have like one row that had maybe like 3 or 4 people, and
Yeah.
then it was empty. It wasn't, and truth be told, I bought my tickets last minute. And I
Yeah.
told you the only reason why I bought those tickets was
Hmm.
because if I didn't spend that money on WrestleMania, at least get some tickets, I would have lost that $2,500 deposit. So it
Yeah.
was either lose a $2,500 deposit or just spend that extra, because I only could get gold level. Silver, I think silver was only nosebleeds. So it
Yeah.
was pointless. You know what I'm saying? So the seats that we had were great seats. Don't get me wrong, but I had to pay that extra or I was gonna lose out.
Mhm.
But again, had I not put that down payment on, I wouldn't have went, bro, because
Yeah.
it wasn't worth the price.
Yep.
Going to meet Stone Cold was my thing. I would have only bought night 2 WrestleMania tickets.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The tickets was OC, bro, but that the tickets are high all over though, Dylan. And I don't just want y'all to think we just talking about WWE and their prices. Even floor seats to go see Chris Brown for my wife. Like we were trying to see Chris Brown at Wrigley, bro. They wanted like 5 bands for them front row seats for 2 people, bro. So and he's doing stadium only. He's doing a stadium only worldwide tour. Most of the front seats retail is like 1,400. Now it's not 10,000 like WWE,
Yeah.
but it's still like $1,400 is a lot.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, y'all asking us fans, bro, that's a lot of money. But guess what though? Guess what? People paying.
Yep.
And it just like shoes, bro. As long as they continue to see it, only time they gonna get pushed back is when we stop paying those prices.
Yep.
Same way it goes in sneakers.
Yep.
Y'all want to stop these prices from going up on Air Jordan 11s? Stop paying the prices now. But if we
Yep.
gonna continue to pay the prices, they gonna continue to. It's like COVID, bro. Nothing is the same price that it was pre-COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Gas, chicken wing, like the economy could be a lot better than what it was. But when you got people paying a certain price for 2 years, why would we bring it back down to $10 when they're used to paying $20 now?
Yep.
This is just what it is. These are the new prices now. Now, had we not paid these prices 5 years ago, then maybe we wouldn't have $10,000 WrestleMania seats. But if
Yep.
all front row is selling out at 20 bands, why would we go back down to 3,000 just because we can?
Yeah.
Or we gonna make this extra meal and
Yep.
keep it pushing? It's a business.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I get it from a business aspect. I do understand it. Obviously, people are in the comments are probably just gonna say, "Well, just don't go." But that's also kind of a terrible take on it as well because you're talking about what does WWE market towards? They market towards kids. There's a lot of families that just can't afford to bring kids to events,
and them
man.
kids,
So
and those be the main ones in the front, and that's what it is, bro. It's the kids. Mommy, I want to go see John Cena, front row seat. Some of
yeah.
these people are connected. Some of
Mhm.
be friends and family of the wrestlers. Like front row, kind of weird, but Muggs is still paying them seats, and I,
Yeah.
I can't I can't see it going down any less. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I can't.
Unfortunately, I think that's just the game now, right?
It
But
is, bro. Time to play the game. It's
but
all about the game, bro, and how you play it, man.
yeah.
Motorhead said it properly.
Yeah, so let us know down below what you guys think about this, right? It is definitely a topic of conversation because especially with us, right? We're trying to go, we're trying to get some content out there for you too. So it's just something we were thinking about. Want to know your take on it too. Are they outpricing regular fans? I still think they are. I
Yeah.
don't care if business is booming, they're still outpricing what you gotta guys remember wrestling started in middle America. Like, the economy back then, bro, that's why they were shooting for $25 tickets because that's
Hmm.
who they were getting to show up for these
Affordable.
events,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? So, but other than that, man, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the content. You got anything else, bro?
That's it, man. Say them duckies if you want to go to these events, man. You're
For
gonna need
real.
them.
For real. So, and a whole other topic of conversation maybe we'll talk about is it even worth going nowadays? We know what's going on
It was
backstage.
Man, but WrestleMania was a great weekend, bro. Again,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just the vibes. Like I was out there with my wife. It was her birthday, WrestleMania weekend. Met Stone Cold. Like it was just like nothing could. It was just the money was worth it. I didn't come home and say, man, Dylan, like I wasted money on Mania. Just overall, it was a great event. Now, if this is one of like your first ones, I always say go big on your first one. And
Mhm.
I'm not saying go super, super, but at least experience that big one. So the next time you can go, you be like, I already did that. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? I done that before. Like I can just chill. Like I didn't
Yep.
mind not being front row. Like I could have been in the back further, but just that gold package, it limited me to only selecting a certain amount of seats. So
Yeah.
if you've never been, try to go. Try to you ain't gotta go front row, but at least try to go and experience. And we going to SummerSlam. Again, it ain't gotta be no $1,000, $4,000 seats. Again, I've been there, done that. I just want to go, have a good time with my bro for a couple days, see if we can bump into some wrestlers, get some content. But man, we gonna make it work with what we got, bro. For real, for real. We going to SummerSlam. I FaceTime you at Mania and said, we going, bro. We going. Whether we got to
Yep.
sneak in that joint, we go.
we'll pretend we're
So let us know in
security.
the comment section below. Nothing that you got your boy Break.
Got Dylan.
And we out.
Peace.
Peace.